When it comes to golf in the Evansville and the Tri-State area, there are a few family names that stand out. You have your Schreibers, you have your Brinkers. Another name comes to mind is the Wassmer family. Well, we're at McDonald Golf Course for Golfing the Tri-State, and we're going to be talking with Mike Wassmer, PGA Pro, and we're going to have a special guest, Wassmer, a little bit later on in the show. Maybe you might guess who that might be. Probably the best amateur player that's ever played in our area. In just a little while, Kevin Wassmer. Here on Golfing the Tri-State, special thanks to the IBEW Local 16 in Evansville, 1701 in Owensboro, and NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association. It's Golfing the Tri-State at McDonald Golf Course in Evansville. Back with Mike Wassmer right after these words.
Golfing the Tri-State is brought to you by NECA and IBEW Local 16 and Local 1701.
NECA and IBEW Local 16. Your quality connection team, yeah. The electric edge. Safety is our pledge. Highly trained and always in the lead. NECA and IBEW Local 16.
The Equipment Connection, Highway 57 just west of Daylight, is your connection for fun. The Equipment Connection specializes in the Tri-State's greatest golf carts, customized for golf and fun. Golf carts for home, farm, and the golf course. The Equipment Connection can even make your cart street legal. The Equipment Connection, Highway 57 Daylight, your connection for fun. Brian Schmidt and his family know about golf and fun. The Equipment Connection.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Kirkland, President of Kirkston Mortgage Lending. You've heard our slogan, putting your best interests first. That really is our philosophy at Kirkston. We know by doing a great job for you today and getting you the best rate possible, you're going to be a customer in the future and will tell your friends and family about us. In this day and age, it is important to get good service and be treated fairly.
Putting your best interests first, Kirkston Mortgage Lending.
I'm your worn out wiper blades. Hey, nice air freshener. For $12 more, you could have seen the road. And when you got cut rate car insurance, nobody helped make sure you were covered for this. So get an Allstate agent.
Call Allstate agent Dan Jost today at 421-1925. The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council, building the Tri-State with unmatched quality and precision. Tri-State Business trusts the building trades to get projects done on time and under budget. The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades, hometown people with outstanding integrity who are your friends and neighbors, drug-free and ready to deliver. And how they have delivered. Trust them for your next project.
Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State at McDonald Golf Course. Mike Wassmer,
Joe.
PGA professional.
Good seeing you again.
Nice to see you, man. Thanks for having us out.
Oh, no, it's a wonderful day. It's great to actually get to the point to where we have a nice day again. It's been quite a while.
And McDonald's looking great, man.
Well,
beautiful.
Exactly. This time of the year, we've actually gotten a little bit of warm weather enough to actually get our fairways filled up with Bermuda and tee boxes full of zoysia, so it's looking really nice right now.
Now, Bermuda was last year's project, wasn't it?
2011 we did it. It was a slow year for that year. Ended up putting it in during the summertime, and then, took a long time for it to come in, but then last year we had such a warm spring that it worked out very well to where we were able to fill it in very nicely.
It was awesome. Once a couple of years ago, I came out and Mike said, hey man, if you don't like playing out there, just come on back. It's cool, because they just put that grass in, but man, it's good looking now.
Oh yeah.
Now, this was started in what year?
1971 they came up with McDonald's, and back then the trees were a lot shorter. It wasn't really much to it, and now it's defined itself a little bit from then. So.
And it was named after Frank, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Frank the First?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, an honored mayor.
Exactly.
Here in Evansville. Now, this is one of the tougher courses, tougher city courses, especially when the city tournament or the senior tournament's involved. A lot of higher scores at McDonald.
Well, I believe so. It's actually one of the longest 9 holes in the city with the municipal golf courses. From the backs, it reaches over 3,200, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for the city courses, it's a little bit longer.
That is long. It really is. And what's the number 1 handicap hole that I'm going to play on Joe's scorecard?
I believe we're playing number 1 today, which is is right behind us here. It's a dog leg right from the back tees. It's over 410 yards, and it can get people. It surely can get your golf score up there a little bit.
And when I do Joe's scorecard, it's cold, on TV. So this is a tough hole. It really is.
It can be.
Now tell me your story. You became a PGA professional. I'm sure you loved golf from an early age, and you have this brother that's done pretty good, in the amateur ranks.
Yes, he's done okay. My brother Kevin, of course, everybody knows him. But starting out, it actually didn't work out that way for me and Kevin. Kevin didn't start playing when he was younger, and neither did I.
Huh.
So we actually started playing when we were around 19, 20 years old.
Did Steve play earlier?
Steve did, but he didn't really pull us through it, and he kind of got back into it whenever Kevin got back into it a little bit.
So how did you get going when you were 19 or 20?
Kevin was a natural, as you can imagine, when he first started, and he got in with some of the better golfers in the Tri-State playing at Helfrich a lot. And whenever that happened, the natural ability that he had it allowed him to go out and play with some of the better ones to where they kept helping him a little bit, and he just progressed so much faster than everybody. And then after that, I kind of fell into that group, and they all helped me out tremendously.
That's awesome. You decided to go become a PGA professional, which has been rewarding.
Yeah, it's worked out wonderful. I was lucky enough, Dave English hired me back in 1995. I believe.
You had to work with Dave, huh?
I had to work with Dave English.
Sorry about that.
Exactly. So I got very lucky, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he really is. Well, that's awesome, man. What a great story. Do you and Kevin play a lot together? Or?
Yeah. Every time we go out, I win. So just want to put that up there for you.
Good.
And now Kevin's one of the longest strikers of the golf ball out here, so it's hard for me to keep up with him. But on a bad day, I can catch him every once in a while.
Well, he's going to be out here a little bit later in just a couple of segments, and we're going to have a tip from Mike as well here at McDonald Golf Course. And what tip are you going to give us today?
I'm going to try to help you all with your alignment today. So a lot of times people neglect some of the basic things, and alignment's going to be one of them, to where people go out and they go to the driving range and they're hitting the ball okay, but when they actually go to the golf course, if they can't do it and they can't hit the ball very well, and they wonder why, and they think it's their golf swing, where I really believe it's a lot to do with their alignment.
They're out of wampus.
Exactly.
That's the technical term.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get you in wampus coming up with Mike Wassmer, McDonald Golf Course, on Golfing the Tri-State.
Nika and IBEW, Local 1701. Owensboro's best team, contractors with direction, safe electrical work. It's a quality connection, done right and on time. For your home or business, a skilled, trained workforce, it just makes sense. Nika and IBEW, Local 1701.
The Good Samaritan Home is independently owned and operated and offers residential living and Alzheimer's care.
The Good Samaritan Home is more than just a job, because for me, caring for my residents is a privilege. It's like caring for my own family. Over time, the residents become a part of your life. There's nothing like the feeling of a resident hugging you to remind you how awesome it is to work here.
The Good Samaritan Home is a non-for-profit healthcare ministry affiliated with United Church of Christ. Call or visit goodsamhome.org.
Treat customers as you would like to be treated. Provide a high level of service and always be honest and fair. That's the way the Clement family has done business at Diamond Equipment since 1969. Construction equipment from Case, Cabelco excavators, Terex trucks, the best from Hyundai and Takeuchi, JLG lifts, and more. Diamond Equipment also has a wide range of used equipment priced to sell, and the parts and service team is second to none, with factory-trained technicians and on-site service available. When you finish with the 18th hole, give Diamond Equipment a call.
Spalding Communications in North Park and Northfield in the 4-H Center is Vanderburgh County's only authorized AT&T retailer. Spalding has the plan and the phone for you. Individual, family, prepaid, and data plans. Spalding Communications has phones from Apple, Samsung, Motorola, BlackBerry, Sony, and more. You'll love the golf apps available with these phones, and Spalding's knowledgeable team will set you up and get you out on the course in no time.
Spalding Communications, your total communications dealer.
Businesses depend on C&I Electronics to recycle all of their used electronics. Some businesses bring the electronics to C&I, or C&I can come to you. C&I weighs the load, processes equipment according to R2 guidelines, and provides a letter of recycling. Hard drives are wiped or destroyed. C&I Electronics recovers metals for reuse and refurbishes items which can be purchased for a great price. They recycle what's left for commodity content. When your business needs electronic recycling, C&I is your answer.
Tee Time Golf Complex, the Tri-State's premier golf practice facility. Learn from golf pros on Tee Time's lighted driving range, short game area, and putting green. Tee Time has state-of-the-art computer video swing analysis and certified professional club fitting, which will take your game to the next level. Then take what you've learned to Tee Time's full 9-hole par 3 golf course. Tee Time Golf Complex is also the Tri-State's premier shop for golf equipment repair. Plus, it's the most fun place to be in the Tri-State. Everyone you see loves golf.
Tee Time.
Since 1971, Curly's Auto Body has been taking care of before and afters. At 31 Negley Avenue, just north of Diamond and Heidelbach in Evansville, the Farnsley family has been doing things the right way, restoring vehicles to the way they were before the accident. Curly's factory-trained technicians makes the after as good as new with a written lifetime warranty, written for life. So if you need a before and after, give Don and his team a call at Curly's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State with Mike Wassmer at McDonald Golf Course. This is tip of the week. And how many times have I heard, hey, you hit it right where you were aiming, and it was off. We're working on alignment today, right, man?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to help you out with that.
Okay, good. How do you go about that?
Well, one of the big misconceptions is whenever people line up, they line up to basically just set up and look at the target. They're not really getting their feet set where they need to be. Mm-hmm. So what needs to happen is the only thing that gets pointing at our target is the actual club face, where most people stand up there and they end up pointing anything at the target. They could be pointing way right or way left and they don't know why. One of the big things I hear is like, Mike, I went to the driving range and I was hitting it fine. I come out here to the golf course and I played horrible and I just can't do the same.
Right.
Well, at the driving range, it's a lot easier to line up. You've got your mat usually pointing in the right direction and you might be using something like this, but you've got to be able to take this to the golf course and go from there. So what you've got to do, and we're going to set up a little station here, is we're going to put one club down on our target line, and our target line is going to be exactly where we want the ball to go. Okay? So as we do that, the next one is going to be set up, if you can imagine train tracks in the distance. Train tracks are never going to touch each other.
Right.
Okay? All right? So basically your feet, your shoulders, your shoulders and your hips are going to be parallel to your target line. The club face is the only thing that I want pointing where we're trying to hit the ball.
Okay.
So that as you set up, as you see, I've got them a little staggered here. The reason I do that is as you set up to it, I try to put the golf ball more in the middle right there, to where as you set up and you put the ball in the middle of your stance, you can see that my feet are parallel to the target and my club is pointing where it needs to go. The reason I've got it staggered is so I can have a little bit of a visualization of coming back from the inside. That helps me out a little bit to where
right, getting in the slot
in this direction.
Yeah.
And we can talk a long time on a lot of the other golf swing, but right now if we can get your alignment worked out, that's what we want to do.
Great. Fantastic.
Take this to the driving range, set it up at the driving range, and go from there. The next thing that you want to do on the driving range is every once in a while, let's say for 2 or 3 in a row, is you want to try to stand behind the ball, look at your target, look where you're going, and do a little pre-shot to where as you set up to the ball, as I'm looking at the target, I set my feet. I do not want to bury my head into my chest and set my feet, because I can stand up and I can look at anything. You don't want to do that. Try your best to look at the target while you're setting your feet, and then get yourself set.
Then get in position.
And then get in position, exactly.
Okay, neat. Now, without the clubs out on the course, you kind of visualize maybe a club going toward your target?
Jack Nicklaus did it best, I would say, to where he would use he'd find something, it could be anything, a little obstruction out front, and use that as a target line and try your best to do it that way. You can go up, just like I said before, and look at your target from behind, and then come up to the ball, set your club down and look at your target. That's what I usually like to do. As you get used to setting up like this, you'll be able to take it to the golf course as well.
Nice. Shall we hit a couple?
Sure, let's do that.
Hit one, man. PGA Pro Mike Wassmer.
I'll try.
The alignment drill. Tip of the week.
So number one is we're going to get behind the ball, look and see where I'm going. And I'm just casual right now. I'm going to step up. I'm going to set my club beside the ball so I can take me a practice swing. I always believe in a little practice swing. And while I'm looking at the target, I'm going to try to see where I'm going. And as I set my feet, I'm not going to bury my head. So it's one practice swing, and then step up and try to hit it.
Awesome.
Setting the club back down, setting up.
Very nice.
And hopefully it's going at the target.
Nice little draw. He hits the tree he was shooting at.
How about that?
That's what pros do. They hit the tree.
Yeah,
right.
I wish I could do that all the time.
Can I try one?
You go right ahead.
Okay. Here we go. The alignment drill. Let's see if I remember. I remember my learnings. Okay. Kind of take a look at where you're going to go.
See where you're going there. Set the club down as your practice swing. Take a look at your target while you're setting your feet.
Okay. For your practice swing.
Nice finish.
Move in. Okay.
A little bit to the left.
Pulled
We'll
a
work
little
on
bit
that
left.
a little bit.
Yeah, I've been going left a little bit with my irons.
We'll get that next time. I would think sometimes that happens whenever you do point a little bit too far right. The farther right we go, people always do things backwards whenever they play golf. They point too far right to make it not go as far to the left, and it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Just overcompensate.
Overcompensating, yes, exactly.
Tip of the week, Mike Wassmer, the alignment drill, right here at McDonald's Golf Course. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We're going to be back with Kevin Wassmer in just a few minutes, and then we're going to go out. Mike's going to go out with me for Joe's scorecard on hole 1. McDonald Golf Course, golfing the Tri-State.